In this recording, I'd like to talk to you about how to do a proper outline for your honors chemistry class. This is a really good process that I learned in college when I learned to read college textbooks and outline information from them. So before you begin, why don't you take a minute and pause this and go get your textbook. I'm going to go ahead and help you out with Chapter 3 because that's the first outline that is due. Now, once you have your book in front of you, you can look at the chapter and you can see that it's broken into 4 sections. Section 3.1 is measurements and uncertainty. Section 3.2 is the SI unit. Section 3 is conversion problems, and Section 4 is density. Now, here's the thing about outlining a chapter for me. Things that I'm going to spend lots of time on in class, you really don't have to spend an extraordinary amount of time in the textbook with. For example, when we get to conversion factors, section 3, we're going to spend 2 days looking at conversion factors. And you know that because if you look on your calendar, there are 2 mathematics lectures scheduled. So from there, bold words are probably good enough. Anything that I'm really not talking much about, you should spend a little bit more time in the chapter. So when I'm writing an outline, what I'm going to do is make my Roman numerals of my outline the section headings for the chapter. So Roman numeral 1 is going to be measurement and uncertainty. Now, I'm typing this so that you can see it. However, you're not allowed to type your outlines. Your outlines have to be written in your own hand. And under measurement and uncertainty, you can see that there are 3 subtitles. Let me look at that. Using and expressing measurements, accuracy, precision, and error, and significant figures in measurement. Actually, there's 4 significant figures in calculations. So those will be your next bullets in your outline. So for A, I'm going to put using and expressing measurements, or maybe I'll just using measurements, right? And then from here, as I read the chapter, that's where I'm going to put any little thing that I've learned that I think is notable. Certainly a bold word, I'd want to put what a measurement is. I would want to put, measurements or the fundamental, or no, measurements have both a quantity and a number. So that would be something that I would add as you read along. So one thing you might want to know is, hey, is that quantity, what is that? What's really talking about is a unit. So I'm going to change quantity to unit. So whenever you make a measurement for me, you know that your measurements have to have units and numbers. So then I would read along in that section, and anything else that I might find, I would add to my outline. Maybe I want to write down something about scientific notation. Maybe I really know scientific notation well, and I don't need to write anything about it. So it might just be that, that's all I need under using measurements. But that's up to you. This is your tool to help you do well on your tests in honors chemistry. So then section B says accuracy, precision, and error. So what I would do then is also read along in that section, and I would write down anything that I think is important. Certainly the definition of accuracy versus precision. And maybe even in here I want to make a little note that what is the difference? Accuracy is close to the real value. And notice I'm not using complete sentences. Writing paragraph form is not going to be an efficient way for you to study. So I'm just jotting down words that are going to help me remember. Precision values close to each other. So you don't need complete sentences. As a matter of fact, I highly discourage complete sentences, but the outline form is terribly important. It is really important that you indent. It makes things easy to find. If you want to look at something about accuracy and precision later, you're like, oh, I don't know that difference. It's going to be very easy for you to find this if you indent it rather than just kind of scribble everything out in a paragraph form. I'm going to stop this now because I'm at 5 minutes here and you need to get to work. So I hope this helps you a little bit in making your outline for Chapter 3.